Okay, so we have a Jango Baltic Trooper deck. Pretty standard. It's a pretty good tier 1 deck. I actually like the matchup. So we'll see how this goes. I have 6 showing. He has 4 or 5, so it looks like I get to choose. I take my own. Get rid of his battlefield there. I'm gonna go ahead and. So I'm playing against a Jango, which means that I want to roll out as quickly as possible so that he has the option of either reacting to the rollout or waiting and then playing an upgrade on him and then rolling out, reacting to the next character. So by rolling before he has a chance to play any upgrades, I get a head start on him. Not perfect. I would have preferred to have seen, obviously, two resources instead of 2+1s. So here, he's now played an upgrade, which means it's a little bit more difficult. I think I just roll in anyways. I really am hoping for a resource on pull right now, so that I can just resolve dice and then claim. But we'll see. So I got a natural special, which is pretty convenient. If he has he doesn't like you, he's probably going to just react with Jango. And then, oh. Interesting. I think I discard a reroll here. Probably one of the 4s. I keep the 1 black. Reroll these. Not ideal. At this point, I do want to claim, but he hasn't activated 2 more characters, so I probably do have another discard in me. Probably going to get rid of the defensive position. I'm going to be claiming for Force Throw at the end of the turn. I do reroll all of these. 3-for-1's good, but it's not good early. I don't want to spend the resource on it. I'd rather claim for the post special. So at least we got to focus here. I'm going to be able to focus probably a +2. Try dealing 3 damage to Jango and then claiming for first throw. So that means I'm probably gonna end up force throwing to 2. But we'll see. Or no. There we go. So yep, I'm gonna go ahead and deal the 3 to Jango. Could be argued that it's better to go for Baltic first, but with Jango already have an upgrade on him, it's probably the better choice to go for him. So what he's going to do is he's going to discard both of those cards that remain, and he's just going to re-roll all of his dice and try to get as much range damage as possible. Looks like he's keeping this, so he wants to get a resource as well. I don't know if that's the right choice. Interesting, he's choosing to keep the shield, which makes sense. Shield's a lot of value. At this point, I probably pass, mainly because I don't want to throw this 2-for-1 because he doesn't have the ability to resolve it yet anyways. I still pass here because if he chooses to like claim awkwardly, it's good for me anyways. Because then he left damage out on the board. I don't know. Okay, there. Now he's rolling the DH17. That's good. So at this point, it's really not worth it. Force throw a 1. What I might actually do is actually force throw the resource to try to keep him behind in money. Force throw the resource at Jango. Not the damage. 1 damage is just 1 damage. 1 resource on turn 1 will compound for the rest of the game. Some people wouldn't make that decision. I do. We'll see if it pays off. So if he's hunkering down on the Stormtrooper, that means he probably is running like the best defense or things like that. If you press Q and E, it will rotate cards. You can change the rotation degrees in the upper right-hand corner. We'll just see if he takes the tabletop simulator tip. Cool. So now he's figured it out. Now we move on to turn 2. So that's good. I have a holdout blaster. And to mind probe play, I can potentially comlink also if I miss the special. So we're definitely going to make this play. Sorry, if I didn't give you time to react with Jango, you can still do that. I kind of resolved that quickly. So one thing when you're action cheating, you should, especially in Tabletop Simulator, you should give your opponent time to react. The game's not like real life where you can just, I don't know, I just find everything's harder. So be nice to your opponents. Understand I spent those resources. So that is a terrible roll for him. I mean, the +2 is actually good because he'll likely roll into some black damage. Let's see. I just roll right here. Hope to get some resources out before he rolls black damage so that I can deflect. So I got 2 resources. That's fabulous. I have a focus as well, so I could focus to like a 2 damage side or something. I don't have anything good to claim for. So not a lot of reason to keep the Podice there. The other option is focusing this to like a resource, then claiming for a resource. That'd be strange, very strange, but it would be a way of just ramping a lot. I might actually do that. It seems like a weird play. Nah, it's probably better to put Jango at 7. Makes it, yeah. And with the deflect, I can get him even closer. So yeah, we'll take 2 resources. The reason why I took the resources first was so that I would have removal if he chose to roll out just then. If I did the other option, I might not be able to react to whatever he rolls. And the one thing about if I had focused to opposed dice first, it would have made it harder for him to react potentially, but not really. He has dice on the board, so he doesn't like it was already an option. So that's pretty decent for him. He doesn't have any resources, though. So I'm just going to hit Jango for 2. Before he puts up the shield. He should take the shield, I think. Just trying to keep the Jangos alive is probably worth it. Okay. I just play field medic here. No reason not to. I have the card, I have the resources. The one argument you could make for not playing it is that I could play a bigger upgrade next turn. But I really want to keep Rey alive for as long as I can. Hopefully until I get my next holdout blaster. So that I can action cheat with her both times. So he's got several 2-for-1s out there. I still just... The one argument to make is that he has 2 shield sides, so by deflecting now, I get him to 2 health remaining, which means that lightsaber kills. So I'm actually going to deflect now. It might be the wrong play, but... I think it's correct, because I haven't drawn a lightsaber yet. I'm going to be drawing 4 cards. I have good odds of drawing it. So... I'm just going to claim. I wouldn't in a tournament. I'd wait it out, wait several actions, make him think that I might have a removal, like a heroism or something. When you're playing casually on a tabletop, sometimes it's... I mean, I have 1 card in hand, he's not going to play around it. I'd rather just let him play quickly. So we got a damage side, which means that he's going to reroll again. I could have, and the other reason for passing is just keeping Comlink in play, so that I could reroll his black dice. But it looks like he's content with what he got. So yeah, now ultimately I hope to draw a lightsaber. Just bypass his shields altogether. And I didn't get it. However, I do have good odds of dealing 4 damage with Poe, because I have 2 comlinks. So I could ultimately just go for that play if I want. We'll see. Let's see what I roll. So we got a 3-for-1, which means that I have a 1/3 chance of killing right now with these rerolls. I just need to get another range side. So I'm going to replace the robes. I want to keep the holdout in play because it has redeploy. It's not always the case, but when Rey's being focused first, it definitely better to keep the holdout. Do it again, because 1/3 odds are pretty good. And we do this. Fortunately, it was overkill, but it's worth it to finish his character before he resolves the dice. And this is a point I'll make continuously. If I had drawn that holdout blaster early in the game, but here's the point I want to make. Use your action cheats when it can kill someone, or when you can resolve your dice before someone on your team dies. Don't use them when everybody's sitting at higher health. They're just not as valuable then. The best part about action cheats is when you remove an opponent's die from the board before they get to roll them, or when you get to resolve your dice one more time than you would have if you did an action cheat. That's kind of bad. I got the focus, So I'm probably just going to re-roll, hope for resources, focus to more resources. I could have played Raise Staff. Probably should have. Yeah, I definitely should have played Raise Staff. I was too busy talking about random stuff. This Comlink's a horrible die compared to Raise Staff. Ooh, that's scary. That is so scary. I could. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. He could potentially get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He can do a lot of damage. I almost feel like focusing to a resource. I'm going to get rid of Raise Staff here, as crazy that is. I need to roll into resources so that I can play Duggan this turn before he hits me for a ton of damage. 2 focuses. Interesting. Isn't that a blank? I don't know. Who cares? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's not enough to kill Ray. If he rerolls into damage here, that's not good. Plus 2 kills. Interesting. He rerolled strangely there. Right as it was about to hit. So he's doing the smart thing. He thinks I might have removal, so he's going to deal it right away. So this, hopefully I draw a redeploy, like a Saber here. One scary thing is he's going to get a Balatique activation here. But I don't know. That or I draw like defensive position and I remove all his damage die. So I got a 1 with the Force. That's pretty good. Probably gonna. I want to get raised dice resolved this turn, so I'm gonna definitely activate her first. Place this Comlink with 1 with the Force. Roll Ray out. Oh man, I've been rolling the wrong dice. Oops. That's pretty good. Obviously these melee sides aren't good, but the 3 ranged, I'll get that off. And I'll probably hit and run. So there's potential for me to actually. No, I don't know if I can quite kill him. But because if I had 2 resources, then I could roll into 6 from Poe, and then hit him for 9. So I'll be able to. I guess I take this resource. Hope for the 1 in 36 odds. Nah, I don't know what I'll do. Probably is best to take the resource still, so that I can both play Deflect and play Willpower. Unless he rolls out. I don't know. It's rough though because he's probably running he doesn't like use, and he hasn't played any of them yet. So if he rolls out and I don't resolve this 3 damage die, he's going to remove it. So at that point, I probably do just use it. We'll see. Let's take a look here. So we do have a black dice, and so it's 1, 2, 3, which is enough. So I deflect here. He's probably going to play removal right now. I'd be shocked if he doesn't have any yet. But we'll see. Well, Ray is definitely dying here. 3 damage. I can't do anything without it, so I just hit Baltique for 3. Has 2 focuses, and Baltique is standing now. I'll go ahead and help him with that. Roll it with into force. Wow, got the 3 side twice. That's not gonna happen every game you play. But I guess it's good. One of the forces is good. You heard it here first, guys. I mean, there are a lot of good sides. Either the focuses would have also been good, because then I could have just ruled out Poe and focused to good stuff. He's shown already this turn he doesn't have removal. So that was 1, 2. So that was smart by him, because he wasn't going to be able... He was only going to be... Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's pretty good, because he's going to be able to roll out those dice anyways. Is it smart to do that? Sure, why not? If he rolls into 2 of anything, I just hit and run and claim. I should have hit and run and tried to deal damage. I don't know. I'm playing strangely. Yeah. What do I want to do? Force throw you 2 at Baltique. I'm going to remove this guy, because it's a higher value. Make sure you do that. Dice stay on the board, so if you're claiming for Poe and you have multiple dice out on the board, try to like actually think about which one you're removing. If he somehow had a reversal and had 3 resources, not having this out here is obviously better. There aren't a lot of examples. The biggest one is force throw, though, especially if your opponent has a force throw. Don't leave the higher value die out. So right now, I don't know if I agree with rerolling. I mean, he only has a 1/3 chance of getting something good, but he got it. But yeah, that turn really sucked for him. I got 6 damage out with my 1 with the force, which really just... That happens. Baltique's health isn't high enough to deal with that. So I'm going to get rid of willpower here, because I just want to draw my hit and run. Didn't get it, sadly. It's okay though. I can just roll out normally. I'm not playing the holdout posture because I want to have the resource for my removal here. I'm ahead of the game, and like one more Hold on blaster is not going to make a huge difference. Oh gosh. Oh, life's hard. Luckily, that's his only character left at this point, so it's not as good. LOL. So not only is that 3 damage, I still have this +2 sitting out here. That is not going to happen every game, guys, but sometimes you're going to roll 9 damage with one of the force. But that is one thing about Poe decks, is even if you're running a suboptimal Poe deck, you're going to have, like, the best rolls on Poe are just better than any other deck's best rolls. It's insane.